Hi, this is Keith Holste checking in with the reunion. I say my name because you might not recognize me, and that my hairline has changed considerably in the last 50 years, but this is Keith, and I'm happy to be with you in this way. I'm really sorry not to be there with you this weekend. I had thought we could be, but things came together so that our family is now all together, going to be together this weekend. And they live at some distance, and we have kids and grandkids, some as far as state of Washington, and we haven't been together more than a year. And in this case, I guess family in the future trumps class in the past. So sorry not to be there with you. We live in Webster Groves, Missouri now. Penny and I are co-pastors at a Lutheran church. Webster is a close-in suburb of St. Louis. It just so happens that our church is across the street from the public high school and next door to the practice field. And so many afternoons, especially this time of year, I hear the band out there practicing, and whenever I hear them practice, it just brings me back to fall in Hays, Kansas, and band practice and all the events that went with that, the games, the basketball games, the pep band, all those kinds of activities. And it's always a good feeling when I think back to those times in Hays and with the class and in high school. I really enjoyed those times. I hadn't thought of it for a while, but kind of filling out the questionnaire, after those games we'd often go drag Maine, as I'm sure many of you did. And that's something I think is maybe not unique, but not done a lot, but it was a strong part of my memory of those high school years, the ins and outs of how to get close to cars and how to get out of the line. And then I remember one evening we took a break, happened to be with Randy Lawrence. He had his sister's Volkswagen Beetle convertible with the top down, and we were dragging Maine, I believe, and then decided to go over to Marlette's A&W to get something to drink. And we got an A&W root beer in those kind of megaphone-looking containers you could get, and then drove around town kind of carousing as we went and dragging Maine, got to the end of Maine on the north end, took the bend at 21st, and were pulled over by the police. And I think we were carousing enough, they suspected there was more than root beer in our containers, but no tickets were given, and we were able to continue on. I think, well, thinking about this reunion and filling out the questionnaire, I realized I only really lived, shall we say, full-time in Hays for about 9 years, from 57 to 66. After that, I was gone to college and things like that most of the time. But it was a very formational time for us, and a very rich time for me. And I think we were all kind of testing the limits then. That was the core of adolescence, and growing up from being children to becoming adults. And we each did that in our own way, but it was a good environment in which to do that. I'm very thankful for it. I am sorry at this time for all the classmates who were not able to be with us because they have died in the meantime. And I know a number of you have lost spouses and significant others in the years too, so I'm sorry about that. Thankful for those lives, thankful for the sacrifices they represent, and thankful for the contributions they made to life. But I'm always sorry to say goodbye. I was at a funeral just a couple of days ago by someone just a few years older than we are, and it made me, reminded me again to be thankful for each day and to make the best of each day, because we don't have an unlimited number of them. I wish all of you well, and since I can't make it out there this time, I will try to make more of an effort. Other times I'm in Kansas, either due to family gatherings or business meetings, to maybe if I'm in a neighborhood of some of you, give a call or see if I can have coffee with you or something like that. And always feel free, if you're in the St. Louis area, to give a call, and be happy to meet with you or call anyway. Best wishes to all of you. Hope it's been a good reunion, and hope we can see you again another time soon.